I'm Satan on this, don't touch the stove, I'm begging on this. I'm Freddie, I'm Mike, I'm Chucky, I'm Jason on this. Run for your life, you shaking on this. Got sauce for hating on this. Look, all my celebrity crushes,
And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach. Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. Here alongside Tim Legler and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson with Ali LaForce joining us courtside. Now, New York starting five. We've got Mikal Bridges. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Anunoby in at the three, the small forward. Now here's Cunningham. 4 on the clock. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Brunson against Cunningham. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Fires the three. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Holland for three. And again, the Pistons missing.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Bridges passes to Brunson. Kicks it out Towns. New York working the ball around now. Here's Anunoby. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Yeah, Anunoby doing his work deep in the paint. He's got so many moves to beat you.
Let's check in with our reporter, Ali LaForce.
Well, JB Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. Coach talked about avoiding bumping Brunson on drives. He told me sometimes Jalen moves into defenders and you can almost pull the chair if you remove yourself. Let him slip his momentum in a direction without allowing him to revert to shooting. We think it can make a difference. Brian, back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Ali. Back to Brunson. Puts up a three. Hits a three-pointer.
Pretty much the second Brunson gets the ball, he's into motion, and that's how it's done.
And so the timeout by JB Bickerstaff here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And let's take a look now at the best rebounders in the league this season. Jalen Duren is second.
Just so strong on the boards. That's a skill that helps your team win games.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks. Well, the Detroit Pistons, looking to build on last season's breakthrough. Coach JB Bickerstaff said Cade Cunningham's leadership makes his job easier. And all that aside, Bickerstaff said their fierce style is key, adding, win or lose, we win the fight.
Not a team to be taken lightly. All right, Shams, thanks a lot.
And Cade gets the basket right at the rim, using that length inside. While protecting the rim, plays like that really bolster your defense.
The jump hook. Here's Thompson. Oh, nice D from Anunoby.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
The kick out to Brunson. Towns outside. From deep. And Brunson with the bucket on the assist by Towns. Brunson's got 6.
Yeah, a dead-eye shooter. Don't expect Brunson to miss many of those.
And it's Cunningham missing.
Just hasn't been his night so far, and if he's unable to find his rhythm, this might be a long night for them.
And Brunson gets it to go.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Duren to the post. Covered by Towns. And the dunk by Duren.
And if Duren decides to go up and try to dunk that, who in this league is going to get in his way?
So for the Knicks, Clarkson's checked in for Anunoby, and it's McBride in for Mikal Bridges.
2 minutes remaining in the
Brunson against Cunningham. And it's Brunson missing.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss. And normally that's an easy 2 for him. I'm surprised he missed that one.
And out of bounds, the Pistons will take it. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You take a look at the Knicks, sitting pretty at this point of the season. Second place and looking to move to first. And checking out the Pistons. Right now, they're tied with them.
Well, I think for Detroit, I really think the high expectations put a certain amount of pressure on these guys. But to their credit, they have really stepped up to it.
Well, on paper, they certainly look dominant coming in, and that's exactly what we've seen on the floor. No one is going to want to face this team in the postseason.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. 1:24 left now in the first quarter. And he's going for the oop here. It's stolen by Hart. And they're on the break. Clarkson for three. Sends it home from three-point land.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Quickly deciding where to go with it. Pass to Cunningham. Here's Duren. Quickly outside. Back to Duren. Just 5 to shoot. And the dunk by Duren.
A beautiful job that time orchestrating the offense by Quickly.
And here's New York now. They're on a 15-6 run. Brunson passes to McBride. Back to Brunson. 26 seconds left to play in the first. And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for Detroit. 9-point game. Pass to Holland. Robinson on the wing. Cunningham outside. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by New York. And here's Brunson. Can't connect from short range. It's been all about Jalen Brunson for the Knicks. 8 points in the quarter, showing... Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Well, it's hard to get stops in this league with so much talent offensively. I love what they are doing right now.
Emmanuel Quickly is out there with Karis LeVert. Then it's Paul Reed. Then it's Duncan Robinson. And it's Klintman in at the 4 slot. That's the group for Detroit starting the second. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Pistons trail by 13. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian. The Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved. The team has improved, but we're not finished yet. Back over to you, Brian.
On the rise. Allie, thanks very much for the report. And the Pistons pushing it up now. Robinson passes to Reed. Here's Klintman. Detroit moving the ball around. Reed inside. He's covered by Clarkson. Reed no good.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Thompson, he's checked in for Klintman. Ivy comes in for Robinson. And Cunningham subbed in for LeVert.
And every year, Bridges seems to take another leap. His work ethic and drive to improve is impressive.
Pistons trail by 13. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Reed passes to Ivy. Charity strike. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Making the most of that possession. Unwilling to give up on the play.
And stolen by Cunningham. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. Ivy passes to Reed. And here's Cunningham outside. He can't hit that time.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
It's Bridges on the wing. No good on the triple. The Pistons have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. And here's Cunningham outside. The rebound by Bridges.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Pass to Anunoby. Clock at 6. Back to Bridges. Fires for 3. The Pistons clear it. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
Well, that's a great point, and you can also add poor communication. The rotations were slow and sometimes not even there at all.
Pistons trail by 11. Pass to Ivy. Lets it go from deep. Here's Thompson. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
To the inside. Stolen by Thompson. And the Pistons pushing it up now. And Cunningham throws it down.
And that's all the result of some good defensive awareness.
New York leading by 7. Anunoby a screen on Cunningham. Here's Clarkson. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And at this stage of his career, Clarkson really knows his role. A highly effective scorer who looks to decimate defenses.
For the Pistons, Jalen Duren comes in for Reed. And it's Holland in for Quickly. New York also changing it up. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for Hukporti. McBride comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Alvarado. Ivy, right side. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Kicks it out to Anunoby from outside the arc. The rebound by Detroit. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
And this squad bumped them out of the playoffs in the first round last year. That hurts a little bit.
Brunson with it. Picked up by Cunningham. Brunson misses. Pistons trail by 9. When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, and his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just feasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
Stolen by Thompson. Pass to Cunningham. On the wing, Ivy. McBride covers. Here's Holland. Here's Duren. No, stop it in there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. Detroit shooting their first free throw tonight. Well, Tim, you talk about an NBA physique. Jalen Duren is absolutely shredded.
Yeah, and he defies gravity too, B.A. What I like is he understands his game. He doesn't get outside of himself. He focuses on running the floor and then getting eye level with the rim.
Cade on the move. Pass to Duren. Detroit moving the ball around. Now Cunningham. He had 25 points in his last game. 2 on the clock from deep three-point land. The Knicks pull it in. Anunoby's got 4 rebounds in the game. Brunson way outside. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's New York. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. We'll be back in a moment.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from and let's do something we never, ever, ever do, and that's go off topic.
What topic?
So we don't have a topic, Shaq?
Isn't that a topic?
And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the Detroit Pistons. And that's it for halftime.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Knicks leading by 9. On the floor for New York, we've got OG Anunoby. Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Brunson in at the 1. Hart with a screen on Ivy. Here's Bridges. The rebound by Detroit.
Yeah, if you get that close to the rim, you have to capitalize. Tough to see him come up short there.
Pass to Duren. Hart against Ivy. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Just finding room to go to work inside. Ivy really relies on his physical abilities to get a close-range shot.
Outside Anunoby. Brunson against Cunningham. Brunson with the finish inside.
You know, you just love to start the second half this way. What a play call.
Well, it's nice to get a layup that can get your offense flowing.
Here's Cunningham. Uses the glass on the layup. Cunningham's got 6.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Brunson against Cunningham. And Brunson gets it to go. And the Knicks lead by 9.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
Pass to Holland. Ivy outside. 5 on the clock. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Oh, rocketing off the floor. Ivy using all of his athletic ability on the jam.
And now a peek at some of the players competing for a spot in the dunk contest. All of them true dunk artists who can do some spectacular things in the air.
And I can't wait to see what these guys have dreamed up this year. The level of athleticism and creativity that goes into this contest is what makes it so incredible to watch.
You look at Thompson, and in dunk contest voting, he's 3rd, a premier athlete in the NBA.
Well, the fans want to see him fly, and us broadcasters, we want him in. I expect to see him compete during All-Star Weekend, believe that.
And there you have it. This year's dunk contest field looks incredible. We'll keep you up to date in the voting.
That is always a highlight of All-Star Weekend. Watching guys just fly through the air. And I enjoy watching all of the guys on that list slam it home.
Duren, the pass to Ivy. Whoa! Oh, my goodness! And that one is hammered home.
Unbelievable. Ivy living that life above the rim.
What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam. Sponsored by AT&T. Blocked! And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. Anunoby finds Hart. The kick out to Brunson. The 3 is up.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Here's Holland. Hart pulls it in. New York leading by 3. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Cade Cunningham is leading the way for this Pistons team. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said he shows belief in his teammates, and that's what leadership is. He's with you during the good and the bad. That gives the rest of his team more comfort and confidence. Back to you, Brian.
Establishing the mindset. Allie, thanks very much for the report. All right, Legs, when it comes to rim protection, other than Victor Wembanyama, who's at the top of your list?
Well, certainly his fellow countryman Rudy Gobert would be up there, but I also like guys like Jaren Jackson Jr. and Evan Mobley because I like guys who combine shot blocking with mobility on the perimeter.
Such an influx of great talent with size in the NBA right now.
Great list of young guys who can do both.
New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. Fantastic work down low from the crafty Brunson.
And, man, you got to appreciate how efficient Brunson is. I mean, he takes and makes high-percentage shots.
And that one's good. Quickly.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. The 3. The Pistons clear it.
After making 2 threes in the first half, the defense has really tightened up on him here, and he's yet to hit one in the second. And another miss for him. It's been this way all night, and that is tough for his team to overcome.
New York working the ball around now. Duren with a steal. Here's Holland. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury.
And it's Clarkson missing. Pistons trail by 3. 55 seconds left to play in the third. Back to Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
And for the Knicks, they're shooting just 36% in the third. Kicks it out Towns. Here's Brunson. Oh, the physicality of Brunson.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
Ivy passes to Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
And Jalen is just taking over in this one. This is how lethal of a player he can be.
For New York, they've gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Brunson misses. And it's Detroit with the ball. They trail by 1. Quickly passes to Ivy. For the lead. And the layup is good. Ivy's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Here's Brunson outside. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Detroit on top. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
It's so impressive for a big guy to make a find like a guard.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Duncan Robinson is out there with Paul Reed. Then it's Karis LeVert. Then there's Emmanuel Quickley. And it's Cunningham in at the 2. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Knicks trail by 3. Towns is screen on Quickley. Kicks it out Towns. 3-pointer. Towns making his mark from long range.
One of the better three-point shooting bigs. Towns has great accuracy.
Cunningham finds Quickley. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
And the Knicks shooting at about 44% so far. For 3. The rebound by Detroit. Cunningham's got rebound number 5 here tonight. There's the drive. Tim, you've been vocal in your praise for Cade Cunningham, and rightfully so.
Well, B.A., on any given night, Cade can be the best player on the floor. He scores, he makes plays, he rebounds, and he processes things quickly. He always seems to be under control.
Holland, he's checked in for Reed. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Brunson's checked in. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Detroit.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan and it paid off.
And I've also been very impressed with their ball movement. It has led to better shots. The offense overall has had a great rhythm.
Brunson with the bucket. Brunson's got 12 points in just the second half.
A tale of 2 halves. After a slow start, he's turning his offense around.
Quickly against Brunson. Elbow shot on the way. And that one's good. Quickly's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Anunoby finds Brunson. Anunoby a screen on Quickly. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. The lead is 2. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. Pass to Holland. There's the triple. And it's Brunson with the rebound.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
And he drives in. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there.
After clawing their way back in, that was a chance to even things up.
And that is why they often call it a make-or-miss league.
Clarkson outside. Right side McBride. 5 to shoot. Quickly against Brunson. And that misses. That would have put him up. Detroit has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the 4th. Quickly fires. Yes, sir, with the 3.
And Quickly loves putting his team on his back, especially in big moments like that.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Duren, he's checked in for Detroit. Thompson comes in for LeVert. Josh Hart's checked in for New York. Mikal Bridges comes in for McBride. Cunningham with the ball. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Beyond the arc. Oh, he jammed it.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Hart with a screen on quickly. Brunson can't hit it.
Well, let's make no mistake about it. If you want to cut into this lead, you're going to have to generate much better shots than that.
And stolen by Brunson. Hart outside. Here's Brunson from downtown. It's cleared away by Thompson. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
From 10 feet out. Quickly outside. Another chance. Rebounded by Towns.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Here's Brunson. 59 seconds left in the 4th quarter. It falls!
I mean, towards the end of the game, you want Brunson out there, and he can do some special things for you.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. And Detroit making a change here. Ivy's checked in. Here's Cunningham. Towns rips down the board. Stolen by Ivy. And so they foul intentionally. It's a 5-point game, and that's an intentional foul. He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Well, this is where you are going to lean on your go-to scorer.
And he nails it.
Oh, important points from Anunoby, and his team needed that.
This is their chance to stretch the lead, Grant.
Yeah, it's a must. They have to execute and avoid the big mistake.
Cunningham using the glass to lay it in.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Brunson. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Team 4. At the line.
So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6.
And how can you not be excited about Ivy's potential? You can tell he wants to keep getting better.
Bridges fires. Oh, missed on the tray. So it's Detroit picking up the win. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but